And we are back. Elevate leading Faze big in this best of 7. They are now on match point. Faze, the only game they've taken so far is Search and Destroy. They got to do it again here on Solar to stay alive.
Yeah, if you would have told me Elevate was the stronger respawn team compared to Faze, I would have looked at you funny, but oh my gosh, they're looking quite good. Tej stepping it up at both of the hard points, and all of them just a team performance. They know when to fill in for each other's position. When Octane gets taken out in the spawn position, they always have a teammate ready for it, and then just switching back and forth. It's just in the hill. It's just unbelievable. Here, we got the winners bracket shaping up for the best of 7s.
Yeah, of course, you have Optic Gaming, the #1 seed at the top of the bracket. Faze, the #2 seed coming in, overall pro points at the bottom. Elevate, though, losing to Envy early on, set up a early round matchup for Faze that I don't think they wanted or expected. The winner of this will move on to face off, of course, against the winner of Denial Esports and Infused, both of the teams which have had great showings on the main stage as well.
Definitely. I'm very excited to see how Infused is going to be able to carry on their success for the rest of the tournament. Denial's been looking pretty much unstoppable as well as Faze throughout the group play, so I think that's going to be a pretty darn good one.
Might see an Optic battle as well if both teams can get through Justice and Envy. We'll have to see how it all plays out, but just for me, personally looking at this bracket, you got to think the bottom, definitely the more difficult side.
Yeah, for sure. Denial and Faze can't be too happy with their draws, to be honest, especially Faze. You know, you don't expect Elevate to be a second seed in the group seedings, so, you know, just kind of how it works when there's so much top talent, especially at the biggest MLG of the year. Can't expect anything less. Here's a look at the loser bracket as it's moving on towards the end of Saturday.
Most Wanted making their way through. Enigma 6 also coming through the open bracket. New Breed, the 4th team, joining 3s up. Millennium, ISO, Citadel, and Thrust, I think, probably considered the favorites coming in, but the Australian squad, Citadel, really having a rough time this weekend. You got to look at those losers 2, and of course the losers 3. Those are the squads that got 3rd in the pool. DT Esports, an open bracket squad, coming in and causing problems. Rise Nation, very close games, a lot of game 5s. They were able to do it, and then Team Caliber able to make their way through on Saturday after a very rough Friday night.
Yeah, very, very true. It's going to be hard to tell which team is going to be able to step it up and actually gain some sort of momentum throughout that loser bracket. It is a factor. I've been there many times when you're able to secure those many wins. And for me, in my opinion, it's that first match on Sunday morning that sets the precedent of how well you're going to place at the tournament throughout the loser bracket.
DJ just giving the air 5 over to Slacked. Elevate, rolling. Can they finish here? We've seen it from Faze in the past. If you don't put them down, they can come back. It happened in the Season 3 finals.
Yeah, we always see Faze loves these best of 7 environments, gives them a little bit more wiggle room when it comes to losing some of these respawns and S&Ds, but overall, I'm not sure if Elevate's going to be able to handle the pressure and overall team play that Faze shows. They love to slow it down on their offenses, work the map, and if you give them any room to work with, Zuma's going to be that guy to take advantage.
Slacked pulling out the big one. We got Zuma with a snipe of his own, and Attach is going to go with it. So double snipes out again for Faze, something we saw a lot Friday night. And Zuma, very effective, is going to cancel out Slacked right out of the gates. A second fight going down. Saints is going to answer back on Clay, and there is the trade. Attach getting one, looking for the second. A 2-on-2 now. TJ and Octane versus Zuma and Enable. Yeah,
this is something I was talking about during the group play, the double sniper setup. If you just push them out, there's no way they can pop a 2-piece or get these crazy numbers, but I guess I was wrong. Zuma able to pick up another one, already 2 snipes early in this round. Tej stuck now in this 1v2. Huge first round on Solar S&D to close out the series, possibly.
You remember back to Riot, Zuma opened up with an ace, already 2 kills for him. TJ stunning around corners, expecting some action behind the van. Gonna find Enable. So now it's a 1-on-1. Zuma knows exactly where TJ is. TJ has no idea. Now he does, though. ASM1 versus Sniper. Here comes TJ. He's flying through the air, trying to chase down Zuma. Zuma running for his life. 31 seconds remain, and TJ is gonna clutch the 1v2.
I kind of like that play, just trying to catch him going up the ladder again, but Tej was all over it. Know that he got Zuma weak already, and the double snipe setup, it's so greedy in my opinion. That pistol can't do the same amount of damage as an SMG can. Tej takes advantage of it. 2 snipers is too much. They're going to start paying for it. It did work in the pool play for them, and they were making some flashy plays, but at the end of the day, flashy doesn't win you everything, always.
They're not going away from it, man. Zuma sticking with it here. You got to think Zuma finds a gun on the ground, maybe a different outcome. at the end of that last round. Instead, he had the pistol still as his secondary. Off the break, Enable drop by TJ. So TJ having a hell of a game. 4 kills already through just 2 rounds. Faze, though, not giving up on the initial plan. It looks like Clayster taking over that bomb carrier role.
Yeah, I kind of like this setup that Elevate has going on, that early first blood, and then they just back up to their base and want to make Faze do something again. We see Zuma with that pistol. You're just not going to be able to win those head-to-head gunfights. Those 50-50s are just impossible with that pistol. Octane picking up that easy kill with the bow. Attach is able to pick up one, though, still rocking with the double snipe. We'll see if it pays off in the rest of these rounds.
Clayster waiting to make his move, knows there's going to be players waiting for him outside, knows exactly where both of them are somehow. Attach must have given him some info. So Clayster somehow pushes between 2 players, picks up a kill, and makes this an even game. 2-on-2 now.
Yeah, time starting to run out for him. Catches Octane around the corner a little bit of a shaky shot. Nice movement from Octane, getting that double jump on the second hard point. And now, once again, we see a clutch situation. Stuck with a sniper, a pistol. Now, a 50-50 gunfight. We see it again, man. I hate harping on it so much about how greedy it is, but it just keeps happening. I have to keep harping on it. That's the mistake they're making. Why aren't they winning these rounds? Yeah, cool, they're getting these quick first bloods early in the round, but when they need to take some area of the map and go for the objective, they can't do it. They don't have the good enough guns. Simple as that.
Deep hates your snipers, bro. Taking a look. Bow has been brought out by Zuma. They have listened. They are done trying out the new strat. Octane leading the charge. Gonna get aggressive, knife in hand, to move as fast as possible, goes up and above. Did he see the players to his left? It looks like the action about to go down, and he is gonna be gifted a kill. Attach is gonna drop in front of him. Saints in the action as well. Everyone from Faze dropping like flies. Enable, last man standing, will take out Octane, but gets stunned up and eliminated. Elevate is rolling.
Very, very quick round. We saw Faze do this to another team earlier in the group play, but Elevate taking a page out of their book and giving it right back. So much aggression. I said it time and time again. This is how you counter the slow setups of Faze. You just got to hit them very quickly, isolate those 1 or 2 players. Did it perfectly, just got to the back of that blue building within a few seconds of the round. Faze just not ready for it at all. Gifted kills. Faze players just not even ready, don't know where to look. Easy kills, easy rounds so far. Just taking complete map control on them.
Zoom up the right side, gonna find 2. And right away, he is gonna be looking for action, finds 1. TJ with the snipe cleans up Enable. So all of a sudden, another advantage. 2 versus 3 Faze, trying to even things out. They haven't won a round yet, and really you gotta think this is the round they have to stop the bleeding. Otherwise, they're heading straight to that loser's bracket.
Yeah, completely. Elevate. They're trying to stomp their foot down, end this series as fast as possible, not giving Faze that little breathing room to come back like we've seen the past few times we've seen them. Octane picking up that first player on the bomb. Attach now stuck in this building, trying to break out the back, but Octane is all over it. 4 quick, easy rounds, I want to say, for Elevate. Faze needs 1 now, or it's going to be way too late.
Watch this round ending kill cam from Octane. Did he miss a bullet?
Oh, that looked like a weird little lag there from Attach, but nope, didn't miss a bullet.
Man is playing perfect. The crowd disappointed. You can see it in the front row. The Faze fans who were so loud last night, silent. And we will see, can Elevate finish strong. TJ has been a rock star throughout this series. Only 1 death through the 4 rounds, 6 kills to go with it. And he is going to be making his way up aggressively, playing very Zuma-like, you could say. And he's going to find some action down low. Both players running into each other. It's Enable winning this engagement. Saints is going to peek in next. Takes out Enable, so 3-3. Octane's going to find a second kill. Elevate again with the advantage.
You see Elevate playing so much closer together than Faze. They're sort of playing that same style of S&D, but when you're so much closer, you can get those trades almost simultaneously. Attach, stuck again in a situation. At least he has a submachine gun this time. See some boosting going on above him. I'm not sure why he didn't react to that at all. Guess he doesn't hear any of the players around him. A shadow above him, he had to see that as well. A little bit of a low awareness in my opinion there. Maybe he can't see the same things on his screen. See bomb going down on B right now. Stuck in a 1v3. Needs to get this first gunfight. Cannot. 5-0 for Elevate. Looking pretty grim for Faze. Not much they can really do. The first time we've seen Faze struggle in this tournament, really.
Faze has been looking so dominant. You look back at Season 3. You look at this tournament as well, playing perfect throughout pool play. Here against Elevate, though, this looks like a different team. They're out of gas.
It's just sort of this style. It's sort of rock, paper, scissors in AW Search right now, in my opinion. Snipers counter the slow bows. Slow bows kind of counter that fast SMG play. So it's like that one of those three styles. Whatever you're using, the team has to sort of adapt over there. But overall, if you're hitting your snipes, that's ultimately the best way to go. Nice first blood from Clay, but instantly answered on again. That Slack to even pull it out. Everyone on Elevate just extremely confident with whatever sort of strategy they're using. Now 3v3 situation. Faze needs to make the comeback or this series is done.
Attach was spotted by Slack. You can see him keying in on that location. Just waiting for the exit instead. Attach trying to get aggressive. Octane waiting around the corner. Elevate set up to trade once again. The peek comes in. No punish quite yet. Looking through. Enable still your bomb carrier. Trying to figure out where to go. Elevate playing this one so patiently. Now they're going to bite hard on B. Shots going down once again. Saints survives this fight. It's Enable rotating through. They don't know it, but FaZe may have missed their opportunity. Elevate's going to wise up to it shortly, and here you'll see Saints probably leading this charge.
Yeah, I was a little bit afraid FaZe wasn't going to give themselves enough time to get this bomb down at a bomb site, but now they are set up. Second snipe in the round from Clay. Saints slacked. Now have on the retake. The player above him evens it out at 2v2. 30 seconds left. Bomb down.
Elevate on match point. FaZe needs to win 6 rounds straight, starting with this. Shots going in, Enable's gonna fall. Attached, last man standing, Slacked in Saints, left alive. And Attached just has to play the clock here. They know it on the other end. On the bomb is going to be Slacked, and he is gonna be covered perfectly. Attached can't get the kill. Saints is gonna get it, and that will be it, a 6-0 finish to a 4-1 victory over FaZe.
Extremely impressive gameplay from Elevate right there. Sort of things I saw happening in pool play finally punished when they play a top team. You can't get away with these greedy setups into S&D, in my opinion. Tej, Saints, all of them really took advantage, playing more confident. The faster style of S&G play from Elevate was taking over. FaZe just getting outstacked in hills and hardpoint, missing throws in uplink, just uncharacteristic things, and then just overall greedy setups, in my opinion, on S&D. Maybe something they want to sort of go back on, and maybe more battles.
Look at the fire from the youngsters. TJ and Octane not even at COD champs. Saints loving this squad, and they are looking awesome throughout Saturday. We'll see if Elevate can keep it up. Fellas, what do you think about that epic series?
FaZe able, well, to get knocked down by Elevate into the losers bracket. Shocked to say the least. Courage joined by Mr. X and Chance.
That's blatant Chance.
Right there, we just saw Elevate win that final search and destroy at a score of 6-0. But let's bring it back to the start of the series. Matt, I mean, the first hard point.
You could kind of see this series going long by the first hard point.
Yeah.
I mean, FaZe, when
We both said that.
who was going to beat them in hard point?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't expect Elevate to do it at the beginning, but after that map 1, I mean, it didn't look like the same FaZe team we saw in pool play. It's just a really odd game from them.
Great point there, Matt. And Chance, I want to ask you, what was so wrong with FaZe's play there, or was just Elevate playing better?
I think it was a combination of the two. It's always going to be a little bit of mixture of both. I think Zuma at one point was 13 and 30. So a little bit not exactly living up to the expectations you have for the guy, but Elevate was just taking full advantage of it. I think TJ Halley started off, he had 20 kills in the first 3 minutes. He was destroying. He had 20 kills at the same time that Saints only had 18 engagements total. So he was just going on a complete massacre, but everyone else was providing. I think Saints might have gone negative by 1 kill, but Elevate was just having a complete field day.
I mean, TJ was sweet. Game 1. I mean, he has the capability to be an explosive type player. I didn't think, kind of go head-to-head with Zuma, at least in the game 1, really. And that's, I don't want to say shut him down, but he definitely slowed him down. I think TJ was a big factor in that.
When TJ joined up after leaving Rise to come on to Elevate, he's just improved overall as a player. He's fitted much better with the squad. Would you agree with me on that?
Well, he was great on Rise.
Yeah.
I mean, Season 3 stats at the beginning when he was on Rise, his numbers were insane.
Yeah, we did a comparison. He actually even went up further from that, even from Season 2, which was pretty sick to see. Obviously, this young talent in Advanced Warfare continuing to improve.
He's great.
But a big point we wanted to touch on, the uplink. FaZe, typically known for struggling in that game mode. They were at the series was 1-1 at that point. You go into the uplink, And Chance, you were really interested in this one because you immediately mentioned it to me. Faze were in control of the kills, but just couldn't find the objective.
It was a weird stat line. Everyone for Elevate had a .92 KD, but a lot of interceptions coming in. Elevate, when they were on the disadvantageous side, were making a lot of clutch stops. There was literally 5 or 6 of them. They had 1 or 2 interceptions too. There's also, I believe, 1 missed, like just complete shot, just completely bouncing off a wall or something like that. So Faze might have choked a single point. Then going to the advantageous side, it more or less stayed the same. It was kind of back and forth in terms of control, but the only opportunities that Elevate was able to produce, they got points.
The biggest shocker for me is this last game. 6-0? I mean, that was like...
What was that from? I feel like there was nothing there from
Faze didn't even fight back.
Yeah.
They just seemed going into that map that they knew they had lost. And that's a Faze... We've never seen the Faze team like that.
Yeah.
I mean, usually with Clay, super confident guy, always hyping everyone up. We saw no fight back from Faze. So I don't know how they're going to even do losers now.
No energy from them. You mentioned it right there, losers. Let's take a look at the winners bracket now. After Elevate moves on, really the biggest upset we might even see in the winners bracket off the start. There is Elevate taking down Faze with a score of 4-1. Reminder, Denial is playing Infused right now. They are up 3-0 in their series, but these are all best-of-7 matches. Infused isn't out yet. Still to come in the winners bracket. Optic Nation versus Team Envy, and then finally Optic Gaming versus Justice. I mean, I think we can all agree Denial's going to finish out that series with Infused, but...
Yeah, I think so.
Optic Nation, Envy, Optic Gaming, Justice. Which matchup are you guys more excited to see?
I'm excited for Nation Envy.
Yeah.
Wasn't too confident on Nation in their last matchup. They ended up winning it against DT, but Envy, they beat this Elevate team, and Elevate looks great. I mean, they just took out Faze.
It was like a completely different team today,
Yeah, it was
honestly.
a completely different squad.
Yeah.
So I think Envy, team that I'm looking out for in the winners.
Chance?
I think Envy's going to be able to take him down, but Optic Nation, you know, they kind of went toe-to-toe against Faze, but then again, we're not entirely sure what Faze has been showing up at this tournament. It still kind of remains to be seen of how they're going to bounce back, but Nation been looking a lot stronger than I think most people were expecting them to. Nameless seems to be a pretty good fit. Nonetheless, though, Envy, even despite taking some hits for the trades, are also looking pretty strong, but I got to give it to Envy.
It's interesting because Faze cruises through pool play, and then they lose their first match. It's like Elevate, a team you expected to cruise through their pool, they lose to Envy last night. It's like, did Faze need a wake-up call before this moment to actually kind of get the groove going? I mean, you figure they weren't really challenged at all in their pool. Elevate at least had a challenge against Envy. I mean, Elevate came in here, they had already had a loss. They knew what they needed to bring to this series, and Faze just didn't bring anything at all.
Let's remember what happened the last time Faze dropped. It was dropped into the losers prior to Sunday, or on Sunday. You had that obviously miraculous run at the Season 3 playoffs when they took home first place.
This is an early time to jump in and lose.
I know, but if any team could make the run happen, I think we can all agree it would be Faze Clan. So guys, we're going to go on a quick 30-minute dinner break. We got to make sure everyone here is well fed. When we come back on the main stage, Optic Gaming versus Justice. Be sure to stay tuned. Tune into the Bravo stream as well. I think the action's still going on over there. Denial versus Infused.